Look, some of them friendships are really kind of just like, some of them are. The Joker has one where he goes to kill you, and then Batman throws like a batarang, and you just look off camera, and he's like, he throws up the friendship balloons, and he just keeps looking off camera, like with this fucked up grin, like, what the fuck? Batman saved your life.
Yeah. There was the last issue of I think it's The Killing Joke. Joker tells Batman a joke, and he laughs. And there's like the frame ends on a silhouette where you can't tell if Batman just like killed him, or it's either Batman killed him or Batman's just holding him and laughing as well.
Wow.
It's like a silhouette, and it's just like perfectly obscure and hard to pick your own Indian type comic book.
I don't know, Boy King's missing an arm.
His arm broke off?
Yeah.
Probably a cat.
I was looking at that, and I was like, oh no, Boy King's missing an arm. Like, is his arm gone? His arm gone.
The cats like to play with him.
Yeah. Look, he fell out of a third-story window. He broke his arm.
Right.
Alright, so let's get down.
So should we try and recruit some fucking people to help us fight the Usurper King in here?
Well, I think if we talk to this Dawn guy, or the Red Blade, whoever this guy is.
Yeah, so when we left off, you burned down the inn. There were guards in the street. You hit with
a lightning bolt.
And ran. You ran quick. You got away, and you were out of sight when you went into this building. But like I said, you were right on the wall. So it's the double ring city, right on the inside of the inner ring. The wall is standing tall outside the building. You're in there. When you walked in, it was a large, round room. And this is like a huge party going on. There's a bar in the middle. There's like the room kind of goes down, sort of like an inner dance floor, and like a gradual decline into the center, like a bowl. But anyway, you made it through the door pretty just easily. Like you just walked in, right? And you get all the way to the desk or the reserved table of the obvious boss of this place. It's pretty right in front of you when you walk in, and that's where we left you off, where you were standing in front of the Dawn. He was a small halfling. He had a cigar in his hand, a drink on the table. There's like 5 women in the booth with him. Red Blade is standing behind him. There's like this huge man in between, or also behind him. Nice clothes. These are like inner ring dressed folks, but he's a Dawn. He's almost immediately you can tell this guy is pretty dirty. But so he's got the big guy. He's like 8 foot tall, standing there. And around the bar area, there's another guy who looks like a football player, and he is obviously part of one of the Dawn's men as well. But otherwise, there's like 20, 30 people in this room. There's a party going on. There's girls, scantily dressed all around. Waitresses bringing drinks. There's live music playing, and yeah, that's where we start.
I want to approach him.
Gone.
Let me get a cigar, a drink, and one of your ladies for my boyfriend here, for the Boy King.
Why you're a waitress? He's like chilling at a table with a drink and a cigar. He goes,
Oh, okay. I thought
He says, allow me to introduce myself. And, the big guy sort of steps forward and he puts his hand up to stop him. So, my name is Donatello Usagi. Welcome to my establishment. And like I said, he's a halfling. He's a small guy. He's well dressed. If I could do a voice that wasn't offensive to Italians, I would do sort of a Godfather voice. And so yeah, he's sitting back. He's welcome to my establishment. What brings you here?
Just need a place to relax for a minute, have a drink. Yeah. Chill.
Alright. We're here. We need access to the usurper on the throne. Can you help us?
It's a large quest. I'm known for my favorites. That is a large, seemingly unfathomable request. As much as I would, as much as certain people would like to see that come true, I'm not sure what assistance you are asking.
We seek audience with him, and we need to know if you can provide that.
I cannot provide audience. I can provide a plan.
Alright, what's your plan? I met your assistant earlier. He tried to attack me and he failed. Now we're on the road. You wouldn't hear it with the party you have going on, but there's a fire in a hotel outside, and we're the ones that caused it. You don't want this place to end up like it. Help us out, and we can come to a deal.
Did the guards see you come in?
I'm pretty sure there's quite a bit of us.
He stands up. He does his hand. Big guys just come from around, start pushing everybody to the back. There's doors in the back. He's pushing you hard. And he says, we can talk later. And he says, until then, mind your fucking manners. No matter what you might think, you are in my establishment. Some people would like to refer to this place as a whorehouse. And that is not what goes on here. Nothing goes on in this building without consent and compensation. Mind your manners. And slams the door. And y'all are in like a large cafeteria room, big, pretty much empty. So there's long boardroom tables, probably enough room to fit 100 people sitting down. There's like obviously one table that's nicer than others that the Don would presumably sit at with his.
I'll still get one of those cigars.
Yeah. At his table, there would be quite a few cigars there.
I'm gonna pay for that.
No, you don't.
Jake is gonna sit at the bar with a drink and light up a cigar and watch the door.
Oh no, you were still getting pushed. As you grab these cigars, you would be
Getting shoved room.
So you would be grabbing what you can as you're getting pushed through this large room.
Grab a bottle of it.
You would go through another doorway and you'd be in a kitchen area. There would be a couple girls working in here. There's a chef who's got this crazy fucking mustache. Back there cooking up some food. They don't even look at you as you come through, but there would be, a bottle of liquor in this room as you pass by, as you're still getting shoved, and into another doorway. This doorway would bring you into a long hallway. Doorways on one side, blank wall on the other. He starts separating people out. He pushes most of you into one room, and he says, "Can you fit?" And you are in a room like itty bitty. It's up to you if you think everybody can fit. There's another room. There's like 5 on this hallway. They're all presumably the same size. And actually, as this is starting to happen, and this room starts to fill up, the lady whose room this is like, fuck no, Sam, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Get these guys out of here. There's plenty of room. Spread these guys out. You've got 4 rooms here. How do you want to divide your party up?
The Boy King and Talia had do I gotta split them up in by 2s or?
That's up to you. There's 2 more rooms that you don't see there.
Alright, he's got 2 groups. I might get around easier like that.
Is there a girl in this room?
There's a girl in all the rooms.
Jake is gonna sit down and fire up his cigar, pour him a drink, pour another drink for the girl in the room, and he's going to ask some questions about the Don. Tell me about your boss.
Which room are you in? You're in here?
Right.
And so you've got Ungen, Rorka, and Kavane.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've got the boy, Talon, Imperial.
Yeah.
Okay. So after all the shuffling around and everything, you find yourself, Jenka, in the room of a woman named Jade. She's about 28 years old. Not young or not too young or anything like that. She's grown up, and she is sitting at her desk. She's got a candle lit. When you came in, she was reading the book. Now she's just sort of sitting at the desk, book shut, and looking at it.
I want to pour her a drink, and I'm going to ask her to. Why don't you tell me something about your boss, the Don? His name again, Don.
What's up, Link? Oh, okay. Portland's home. All right, yeah. So it's his name's Donatello Usagi. But otherwise, you're going to need to roll a charisma check before you get anything other than the name out of this guy or out of this girl.
15.
Nice. I think you got a +1. Then you are persuasion. So you end up with a 16, or just 16. She's a bit taken to you. She smiles and she tells you basically that she's been working with him for a number of years now. She's happy. She said she's fortunate for she's happy to be where she's at. He's done good by her and the other ladies here. She reiterates that everything here is voluntary. She goes on to say those higher standards, and where she's at here, it's been good. And she tells you that otherwise the Don's a good guy. He's a criminal, but everybody kind of knows that. Not everything he does is on the up and up. But she does say that he has a personal grudge. One of the guard captains, one of the soldiers that have been around town. And
Well, I'm sure most of the soldiers around town now have a grudge against me. Probably just killed half, well, maybe not half of them, or
Yeah,
just killed a bunch of them.
Nobody would know your name.
Yeah.
At least that, the people that are attacking you and you're killing, even the ones that you may have injured and left alive, you're not having conversations with, or y'all are known by description only at this point. But that's about what you're going to get out of it. Okay, go inside. Is there anything you'd like to ask your girl? She is of similar age, a woman named Amber.
Yeah.
She's got blonde hair. She was actually sleeping when your party pushed through the doorway, but she's gotten up, straightened your bed up, and she's actually asked y'all if you'd like a drink. She's pouring one for herself.
Well, no, just Amber is tend to this boy. He's very important to the success of our mission. So keep him fed, happy, content. Bring me your finest ale if you have one.
She says, "I am no serving wench. I am the mother."
All right then. Well, what is your job? What do you do?
This is a lawful.
Oh, well, service the boy then for whatever brothel needs.
That boy is too young.
Well,
We have a bit of a strict code around here.
I see. Talion, are you interested in women at all? Would you find this girl attractive?
What do y'all think about Italian? What do you think?
I guess
The woman is utterly beautiful.
right.
She's attractive. That's up to y'all. Y'all been running Talon. I don't know what you think about him. He was he's a hired hand. Picked up, and he's been your sidekick ever since he came to you and devoted loyalty to you after seeing you stand up to Sir Telly.
I'll roll him a charm, a charisma check.
Okay, yeah.
11.
Yeah.
All right. Talon's gonna lay his shield down for a night and kind of get him a little action.
Get some action. If there's another room y'all could relocate to, leave Talon to do this thing. He'll have to work that out with the Dawn. It didn't come into question there, but prices are not discussed by the ladies.
Right.
It's all handled by the Dawn.
I'm sure he'll get billed for it on his way out.
During checkout. The new room that you're in, Pat, there's a girl in here. Her name is Aqua.
Right.
And sort of similar situation. One thing is that even if you were rolling insight checks about these women, they all basically are
good.
They're all happy.
Gotcha.
Nobody's here against their will, which is
not having to rescue any. No.
Right.
Rescue some damsel in a dress.
And they're all like 25 and older. They all seem to be happy.
Yes.
The Dawn, after a few minutes, Jenkins, the door would open, and the Dawn would, not the Dawn, but the man Sam Kane would step into the room there. This is not the 8-foot guy. This is the football player type. He's got
You want the
yeah, he's got a shaved head, and he's got a shaved head, large fellow. And he says, "I can't believe you would bring this trouble to our door. You burn an inn and run directly into our establishment."
talking to you, Jacob.
He says, "If you are not aware, this may end up becoming a problem for us, and if so, that becomes a problem for you as well.
It's already a problem for me, sir.
Well, it'll be much bigger if the Dawn has a problem. I don't know what you've got going on, but I assure you it can get worse."
We have no problems with the Don.
And he has
Our
no
quarrel
problems
is
with
with the
you.
person sitting on the throne.
Dawn has no problems with you.
We came here bringing the problem to the man sitting on the throne in the castle right now. And I'll burn every establishment in this town down. If that's what it takes to get to that man.
Sam, you see a flare in his eye for a
I'm a
moment.
force to be reckoned with. Use your next words wisely.
You can see his hands sort of squeeze a bit. But he's a professional. He works for the goddamn mob. He's a professional. He stops. He goes for a second. He stops himself. Says, "I admire your tenacity. We'll see how this goes, and then we'll see who can help who." And he says, "If this door opens again in another 5 minutes, you better be ready to kill the man that comes through it." And he dips out. You hear shuffling in the hallway. You hear a couple yelling, and otherwise, you know,
like focus and charge a spell or something like that. Just have one
you
ready.
got plenty of spells, and you could do, depending on like you could use a ritual. So depending on any of your spells, if you've got the R next to them, with preparation time, you can cast a spell as a ritual without using a spell book.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all would be pretty much in the dark as to what's going on in the rest of this scenario outside of here. But
Where would the R be at? Oh, okay, I see it now. That would be like none of my spells.
none of them.
What does the C mean?
Concentration
Oh, okay.
means that if you take damage, if you cast one of those spells, you can hold it for up to that duration, but you have to concentrate on it. So you can only do one at a time.
My only ritual spell is to find familiar spell.
Okay.
Is there any way I could find a familiar, like in the bar, and maybe hear what's going on? Or in the brothel? Is there like any cats or something wandering around? Or...
Yeah, let's check it out. Let me pull up that down. You gain the service of a familiar. A spirit who takes an animal form you choose. A bat, a rat, a crab, a frog, a hawk, a lizard, an octopus, an owl, a poisonous snake, a fish, a rat, a raven, a seahorse, a spider, or a weasel, appearing in an unoccupied space within range. The familiar has statistics chosen of its chosen form, although it is a celestial, fey or fiend, your choice, instead of a beast. The familiar acts independently of you, but it always obeys your commands. In combat, it rolls its own initiative. It can't attack, but it can take other actions.
Can it be a cat or something that just wouldn't look absurd wandering around a brothel?
Yeah,
An
you could be a
octopus
cat.
would look pretty absurd.
Yeah, that was yeah. So you could be a cat, a rat, snake, a spider.
And that's like a ritual spell that I'm like going to be casting like on the floor in this room.
Right. It does take an hour to cast
Oh,
as a ritual.
yeah, never mind.
But that's good to know. You know, I don't think we've even gone over that spell together. But that's
It takes a while to prep though.
it takes a while, but you know, when it drops to 0 hit points, it disappears, leaving behind no physical form. While the creature is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. You can see through its eyes. You can hear what it hears. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so let's roll percentile dice. We need to see what's going on outside of this room. Basically, we need to see how well Donatello Usagi's charisma roll is going to be. So we're going to do that with percentile.
42.
22.
Okay. Let's see. You hear commotion outside of these halls. You know, you went through quite a few doorways, and this is a large, well-built building. You hear some commotion going on. It's pretty faint, but otherwise, you don't know how well this encounter is going outside of these rooms that you're in.
Is it like an encounter with the guards or?
Yeah, the guards followed you into the building. But again, your characters really wouldn't know that. They would assume that. I'm pretty sure they would.
And I told him.
They would assume that. That's why they
rushed us into this room.
He said
I told
the
him.
guards see you come in.
Yeah.
And he puts you right way into the back of the building.
Hey. Hello? Hey. Not much, chilling. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, that'd be fine. Yep. It'll be all right. They're not going to be open tomorrow anyways. It's a holiday. Yeah.
Back in 5. I'm going to get a drink.
Hey, Lala.
One said hey. One said hey. Love you too. I'll see you on Tuesday.
I'm gonna come see your mom and Hanky Jerry's again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I'm done with that shit. I wish I was done with all of it. Yeah, some stuff like that. All right. Love you. Bye. I'm sure my mom would like to see you at Hank and Jerry's. I love going to Hank and Jerry's.
What day is it? Thursday?
She works tomorrow. She works Fridays and Saturdays.
Friday. That's when
If you got there at lunchtime on Friday, there's a lingerie girl.
Nice.
I can't go because if I get seen in there with my company shirt on,
Oh,
there's
there's people in there that come in there with your company shirt on.
Already.
There's lots of people from Shepherd Trucking that come in there. I wouldn't go in there at lunchtime though, but I'm sure that I have seen people in there that work with you at lunchtime. That'll probably going right back to work when they're done. Shit, I was in there at lunchtime going back.
Stopping at the bar for lunch.
Yeah, going in there to see the lingerie girl. I went in there at least 2 Fridays a month for my lunch break.
To check out that lingerie girl.
Yeah, that's my roommate's daughter now.
Nice.
She's a fox.
Fox. Are you looking at me like that, poor kid? That's your jacket up there, right?
Oh man.
Is that your jacket?
That might be mine.
You threw it up on it.
Really?
Yeah. Right there on the corner. I noticed it today. It looks like a pile of cat food. That was undigested cat food that came out of the cat's belly.
Yeah, it looks like you didn't even chew it up.
Right.
Yeah. I was wondering.
That's your jacket?
Yeah. I was wondering where I left this.
I thought it was left behind when Jimmy moved all the stuff from over here. I thought definitely needs to be washed now.
Yes. Yeah. Don't let me forget that. Yeah, I like that jacket. That's my Levi's jacket. Like,
Yeah.
I was wondering where the hell I had left it. Where did I set that jacket down? Like, who has it?
Oh, it's been cold.
Yeah. Can't be leaving your jacket laying around.
I messed up and let Chris use my Carhartt jacket. Now I gotta find one of those.
The fucking police or somebody took my Carhartt hoodie out of my Mercedes.
That sucks. Yeah, that's right.
I'm glad they didn't take this one. This one was in there too. They took the Carhartt hoodie. This is almost a $500 jacket right here. I'd have been fucking pissed. I took it.
Go ahead and tell YouTube what you're talking about. The November race. People are going to be upset they don't have the contact.
I don't need the contact.
You're piecing it together like randomly. Then you gotta think you got something really fucked up going on.
Yeah, all I hear
Don't drink and drive.
right.
Make low risk choices.
Yeah,
That's a better one. That encompasses a lot.
yeah, really. Oh.
All I've been talking about all weekend is low risk and high risk choices.
Look, I did that class one time, and it was I learned a lot.
Wonder if the people that subscribe to the channel were expecting that content.
Look, you get what you get.
You get what you get. It's real easy.
Look, run a simulcast up there in Bowman.
Unholy fans?
Yeah.
Hey, there is a Patreon for this YouTube channel. You check us out, folks.
So,
If you don't like how this audio sounds, you can help.
Only fans.
Only fans.
There's a pot in the brothel.
look, we got Tally on like some.
All right. You would hear some scuffles, and then you would not hear anything for quite a while. And Jenka, the door that man told you to be prepared to kill the next person that comes through here. There's a knock on that door. There's the same voice says, "Hey, don't kill me." And he opens the door. And he says, "We think we've got it handled. As long as nothing else happens, as long as no more guards show up unannounced, we've got this under control. The Dawn will see you now." And you were in the room with Ungen. Ungen is here on his own plan to see the Dawn as well. That's his whole mission.
What?
And he speaks up and he says, "Tell the Dawn that Ungen of the Grey Hawks is here." And he says, my business is separate from this man. And the guy says, "Very well." And he stepped off. He steps into your room, Pat. And he's basically wanting to know, how many parties are here, who's here for what. Are you here with your own volition? Are you here with Jenka in the other room or Ungen in the other room?
Yeah.
You are with the boy?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with the boy
Yeah.
Catherial.
Yeah.
My mission is the same as Jenka's. We're here with this boy who is the rightful heir of Chauffeur.
Okay, I was about to ask how you have this boy dressed, whether he had his face covered or not, but you're going right out with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like we've made it this far. Like I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go ahead and address it
Okay.
as his rightful title.
All right. The guard certainly changes his posture.
We're here to reestablish this boy's rightful heir.
He says that is a.
Go tell your boss that is why we're here.
He says that's a. And he stops and he turns around and walks out. About 10 minutes would go by. Anything else that y'all need to prepare or think about or discuss amongst yourselves? About 10 minutes would go by before the door opens here, Jenka. You are called out. Cobain would be right on your tail. These two would stay behind. Pat, they would call you and the boy. You would probably go in there with them. And we'll see about Talon later.
Yeah.
Talon's preoccupied. In a much larger room, at the end of the hallway, this looks more like a bedroom because that's what I have available. This is much more of like Scarface's desk, like Scarface's office, like where he chills. This is
Boardroom style.
This is boardroom style. And I'm sorry, I just said Scarface. I'm imagining The Godfather.
Okay.
The first scene of The Godfather. The room is the wood lined, like wood
Dark
paneled, built-in
Shutters.
shelving.
Stick his hand through a bowl of cocaine.
There are certainly some stimulants available for purchase in this city, and the Don would be
aware of those.
he would be aware. He would not be involved. As much as his criminal organization is, he does not involve himself with the use of stimulants or magical drugs, for the lack of a better term. He is very much a businessman. He's very much a gamble betting man. There are chocobo races. There are gladiator fights, open hand boxing fights. Just sparring type what we would consider boxing, and then also the full-on gladiator warfare to the death fighting.
Gotcha.
All of these things are lucrative for bets, and he is also, extorting plenty of businesses around here for protection, with the use of his hired help, people like Red Blade. People know about him, and that's just sort of what you would be able to gather with your time with Ungen and us not being good at role playing all that out. That's what you would gather to know about the Don before you enter the room with him. But otherwise, he's sitting behind this desk, and he looks a lot more troubled than he did when you saw him out in the club. He says, "I want to know why you came to me."
Actually, we was on the run.
We did.
But we came.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. We weren't looking for you. This was the first place we came. We just stumbled upon you.
We pissed off the guards in Schomburg upon our arrival.
Your bodyguard just happens to be an assassin that we.
I heard about that
Vested.
unfortunate mistaken identity.
Right. So in his mistake, we're seeking assistance, not really repentance.
6 guards walked in the door as soon as you were pushed to the back room. 4 of them are dead. And the other 3 are richer now than their families ever were before.
Wow, I'm sorry for their losses.
I have already helped quite a bit. What?
Jacob said, I could have just killed those guards for you.
There's a difference between
6 less guards.
just burning buildings to the ground and killing in a room with 30 with no witnesses. There's quite a difference in our work. He only knows you by the burning at the end. He's not just trying to shoot on you, but he is the Dawn.
We appreciate your current help, but I'm assuming you've been aware of our situation.
Are the guards that you paid off in debt to you?
We are now.
Could
That's quite a few.
Could they get us into the castle? The faster that we get an audience,
I
the
have
Super King,
a
the
lot.
faster our business here is done.
I have a lot of guards on my payroll, but I do not have enough to get you into the castle. The only way you're getting into the castle and surviving a moment of breath inside that castle is if you take out these guards before you ever attempt. Before you
I can't just
you
misty step in there.
you do well to destroy the guards before the Baron knows that you're here.
You need to have line of sight.
Yeah.
There are 3 guard barracks in this city. There's 300 guards in each. You will not live long if you just raid the castle.
Nope.
All right, so we need to burn down the barracks.
We do.
That is
I need to wait for
You'd also do well by.
I just need a long rest.
You'd
To
also.
recharge my staff.
You would also do well by hitting all the guards at once. You seem to have quite a few men with you. I could send a hand to as well.
Is there like a bell or something in the middle of the town that we can ring? Like whenever there's trouble, they ring the bell and all the guards come running.
There is a chapel. It is just it's more of a regional clock, regional church bell for that area of the city and around the castle. You're looking at I don't know math well enough to give you distance. The ring is about 3 miles wide.
okay.
Of city, that makes this ring. right? And so there's a guard station 100 north
Yeah.
and 120 degrees to the southeast and southwest. So what he's recommending is that if you just try to hit them one at a time, and they're just consecutively going to be harder.
Right. You attack
Do you have any black powder kegs? Explosives?
And he says, I do. My men have a shipment going out west recently. We have quite a bit of black powder.
It would benefit you to see this usurper king overthrown too, would it not?
It would and it wouldn't. To be honest, I'm what you say is versatile. I make money regardless of the situation, but I do not like to see people suffer unnecessarily. This Baron is, you obviously should know what he's done to
like I
bastardize your people.
Like I said, this guy,
He is
this usurper of the throne.
He has awakened a hate in the people of the city.
He is a terrible torture of this land.
He certainly is, and I agree. There are men in this city whose grandfathers served in the York Wars. No, I'm sorry. There are no men, unless they are long-lived, whose family served in the York Wars. That was a long time ago, and there was plenty of generations of peace between man and orc in this city until this Baron, until the last Baron was murdered by orcs. This new Baron has awakened a deep-seated hate among the people of this land.
This boy is the rightful heir of the king who was murdered by the orcs.
And he says, "That's what I heard. Let me see this boy." And he would want to get a closer look at the boy. And he says, "Boy, are you who they say you are?"
I am. My father was the king, and when he was murdered, I was kidnapped by orcs, and they took me in and raised me as their own.
Can you leave this city?
I can. It's in my blood. By birthright, it is my duty.
Birthright is an interesting idea. It serves its purpose. But if you are to serve and lead these men, I would expect you to be able to prove that. These are trying times, and the man that we seek to take out is very bad. But nobody wants to replace a bad leader with a child or a half-assed leader either. Tell me what you've learned on your travels since you've left this city.
Well, what was the name?
White stuff.
Yeah. The White Tusk Orc clan captured me and raised me as theirs. So I am decently learned in orc combat, and after Sir Pat the Conqueror came and rescued me from those orcs, we've traveled and we've fought and we've made it this far, and I aim and I seek to reclaim my throne. Like, that is my purpose. I will lead the best that I can.
Very well. I hope that you can be that inspiring when it's time to speak to the people. He says, I have a personal vendetta in all of this. There's a certain soldier running around here that I fucking hate. This fucking
What's
guy.
his name? What's the fucking soldier's name that I fireballed? Is his name Sir Pellington?
It is. You know of this man?
We've run into him
Yeah.
once or twice.
I've disfigured this man.
You disfigured this man?
I disfigured Sir Pellington the first day that I met him.
His face?
His face.
And
He has a personal vendetta against me.
he stands up from behind his desk and he comes around and he shakes your hand. He says, you scar that man, you are in my good graces. You should have led with that. And he says, Sir Pellington leads the North Guard town. For the last week, he's been there. I'll supply the black powder. I can give you location maps. I don't have maps of the inside of the building, but I can lead you there. And I would certainly suggest that you do this quietly and with as much stealth as possible.
He is slippery, however, which is why he remains alive. Like, badly
He runs
scarred.
like a coward. That's why he remains alive.
Like, he will run.
As much as you may want to get inside and see him dead by your own blade, I do not recommend that. I recommend you take out the building. And if this man is to show him basic good, so be it. Kill him then.
Very well.
And
We're gonna ask that you watch over our boy and impart any wisdom and knowledge of the town that he once knew.
he says, boy, do you know who I am?
No, sir.
The boy probably would have at least, or yeah, he wouldn't know. And he says, I am the leader of a very large, vast criminal organization that has operated in your father's city for the last 3 generations. I had a deal with your father, and I plan to make a deal with you as well one day. Until this Baron is taken out, we are allies. And me and my men will die to protect an ally. Once you're on the throne, we will see how our relations can continue.
Help me regain my kingdom and my throne, and we shall have a deal.
That's what the boy said?
Yeah.
Otherwise, Pat and Jenka and Cobain are just kind of
Fixing to head off to go
Dibs,
take on Pellington.
dibs on the North Tower.
We're gonna
We need to
grab.
blow all of them up at once, right?
yeah, that's the idea. That's the hopeful idea.
We need to grab
Ungen is
pellet.
yeah. You can go knock on the door and get Talon. Ungen and his men are going to need to stay behind to have their meeting.
Gotcha.
Before leaving, you would maybe pass by the room they're in. Their doors open. If there's anything you need to say to them or anything, parting words or.
I'll stay behind. Don't have to worry. We're taking the fire guy with us.
He says, Ungen steps forward and he shakes both of your hands. And he said, we fought bravely together. We killed a beast. We killed a beast together on the battlefield, and for that we will always be brothers.
We fought well, Ungen. seek out your mission.
He
We'll
says,
return.
if all goes well, I may be spending more time in the inner ring than normal. Otherwise, you can find me on the southern side of the outer ring.
We'll return and we will seek you out.
And he says, remember, the Grey Hawks.
All right. Game plan.
Game plan.
What are we just gonna like fucking roll powder kegs through the front doors or
No, if we can
launch them through a window
however
or
many
something?
barrels we can get our hands on, I guess. We can position it either the front door, the back door, or one on the sides.
The barracks in the city are they were all once were houses of noble families. So they're basically miniature castles positioned around the outer ring.
Okay.
And they, after the family passed away, the northern one in particular, passed away without heirs. They donated their property to the city.
Oh shit.
And so what you're looking at is a wall, small courtyard, and a castle, small tower, two-story deal. About 200 soldiers in this place. I'm sorry, not 2-story, like 3 stories.
Are there
It's large.
any visible windows? Like any kind of stone cutlet? Like
The wall is very high.
okay.
You would need to either spend time poking around the gate to see through the grates to see the inner thing, or you would need to spend time on the nearby rooftop or on the wall. Or
I'm thinking if we could get line of sight enough to inside the gate, Jacob could misty step at least past
Can I
the
misty
first
step with a
defense.
barrel into the
uh-huh.
into the castle and then fucking
So you can only see you can only see within range, or you can only go to a point that you can see. So from outside the gate, you could go looking in. You could pop in the courtyard, but you can't just pop into inside the castle without line of sight. You need to understand where you're going.
and I can only misty step one time too. If I do that, I should probably do it to misty step the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Save it for your escape, definitely. Right?
Yeah.
Then again, you gotta know where you're going to. Like,
Can we like dress up as guards or something and maybe get into the courtyard with like a wagon of supplies?
There.
Trojan horse. Yeah.
Yeah. There's certainly. It may not work for all three, but there would be certainly enough guards among just in the streets, like local watch, that you could probably feel confident enough to get them apart from the larger groups and maybe take them out for their outfits.
How about the guards?
Yeah, what about the guards that are in Donatello's?
Yeah, how about the guards that they already took out?
That works. The guards that he bribed to forget and to tell a different story of the events today have gone. His people have already cleaned the main entry hall, but otherwise those bodies will be in the storage room. There is a indoor pool in this building, and there's a doorway that you can only get to from the pool courtyard, and it's a large storage room, and that's where the bodies will be. There was 3.
Yeah,
There's 3 castles, 3 barracks.
we got 4 people. So
No, actually, I'm sorry. I said it earlier. 4 men died, and 3 were bribed. There's 4 guard uniforms here.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we could dress up and then
Dress up and split up.
no.
We need to try to do all 3 of them at once because we can't kill 500 guards.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Jacob and Cobain's got. He's got projectiles, but does he have a fire protection? Something that'll ignite the barrel.
You might just be able to throw a torch.
Yeah, you can throw a torch, you can light an arrow.
Okay.
But Cobain will not go with anybody but Jenkins.
Alright, Talon, you're gonna have to really step up your game here. You made love to a woman. Can you handle blowing up the
Talon's
barracks?
probably
Like,
gonna die.
Feeling pretty strong today.
like you're taking on the world, buddy. Like what's
He feels ready for it. If there was ever a day in Talon's life,
today is that day. So yeah.
Talon, step up for
it's,
your boy king.
it's a good day to die too, though.
Yeah, well, Jacob, do you want the North Tower, and do you want to finish your bout with Peloton?
Yeah. The Peloton dies today.
I'll take the east or the south?
Is there a north and an east and a west?
So, there's a southeast and a southwest.
Okay, so I'll take the southeast, and Alan take the southwest.
We got like some wagons or something we can go trotting in there with the explosives. Maybe the Dawn has.
Yeah, the Dawn would be willing to provide some supplies for that, as long as it works. It's all in his best interest. He would make sure to look over the carts, the wagons that he supplied you. He'd probably give you 3, and they would be loaded down with gunpowder when he gave them to you. He says this is a shipment that we stopped and stole from his way to Tumbletown. And
What the hell were they doing going to Tumbletown? Oh, they were going to the gunsmith.
the gunsmith, yeah. He says he would go through and take enough time to look over all that to make sure that his men, didn't leave any identifying shit on it, any evidence that the Dawn had anything to do with that.
And they could fucking held the Baron or something on the wagon.
I had a card for Fallon. I'm not seeing it right now. I guess I'm gonna have to pull one up real fast. But yeah. So he would. The question is, do you trust Talon enough to pull it off on his own? He's got low stats.
Yeah.
He does not have y'all stats.
Is Onion or anybody else want to go with it?
They are quite busy.
It might be for Tyler.
It very well could be a suicide mission for anybody.
Yeah.
But certainly he's
Maybe he'll roll high.
yeah, he's probably
You got to roll some 20s.
Oh man.
Okay.
Maybe I could cast invisibility on Talon. And you can just fucking charge in there with the wagon and run the fuck away or something.
So there's gonna be a wagon being led by an invisible man.
Maybe it could just be like a runaway wagon. It's just heading like straight into the gates of the castle. Talon can just be standing back with a candelier.
That's certainly possible.
Just fucking beat the fuck out of the horse on the way in there or something, so it's just like charging the fucking gates or something. Are the gates going to be open, or is he going to have to convince somebody to open the gates and let him in, or?
You don't know.
Shit, maybe I should cast invisibility on myself. I haven't used any of my level 2 spell slots yet.
For the purposes of this, y'all can take a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I
if
think
you-
he's going to need his spell slots, especially
Yeah,
if he has to fight so Pellington.
Yeah, so if you haven't done a long rest on your character sheet, you can certainly fill up your HP and your spell slots back.
How do I do the long rest?
On your character sheet, it should be right up near the top. Hit point. Does it say long rest or something?
I don't see it anywhere.
Let's see. I usually don't see it on the app.
Might just be on the wrong screen.
But, yeah,
Oh,
hit
okay.
your face.
There we go. Alright.
What level is Jenka?
Level 5.
You level 5 through that?
Yeah.
Good job. So, Talon Thornwild. Actually, he should level up. This is from quite a while ago. He spent some time with y'all doing. I guess he hasn't really done a whole lot,
Yeah, he's just been stuck in the team, but
or he's a milestone leveling pretty much anyway. But let's roll a d6. Get two hit points.
Poor cat.
you got a little better than that, or your boy Tyler's going to die, Pat.
Yeah, I know, right?
So he's got 13 hit points.
All right.
That's this is Cobain. Cobain was actually level 6.
I'm stronger than all of us.
Level 6 Ranger.
Damn.
I think, well, he's either a Ranger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a Ranger. No, he's a Paladin.
There we
He's a
go.
Paladin.
Divine Smite.
Yeah, he can fucking do some damage.
There we go. He has an extra attack too.
Yeah,
That's a bonus action, isn't it?
that's like Pat's two attacks. So
Oh, yeah.
two full on attacks and you still get a bonus attack.
Oh yeah.
But which one do y'all want to resolve first?
Well, we should try to do them all at the same time, but I guess as far as combat's going to play out, we should do them one at a time.
Yeah, we're gonna resolve them pretty much. At least start to set the scene. If everything works and the dice treat y'all fairly, then we can just sort of play them all three out consecutively. If the dice don't treat fairly, then or
Yeah, and the guard.
if combat starts to kick off, then we'll try to like resolve that combat before moving on to the next.
Uh-huh.
But y'all, this may be the first time y'all have been separated as a
Yeah.
party, and especially separated three ways, with one of them just being a sidekick.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Change the landscape.
The wagons from where you're at in the inner ring, you are all the way on the western wall, basically due west on the wall. North and south, eastern wall. Eastern wall of the city. So the northern guard station and the southeastern guard station are the two closest to you. The southwestern one is a little bit longer, probably at least another hour to get here from where you're at. So you would need to keep in mind that however you want to kick
So we
off.
should take an hour just to get things into play.
While
Before we-
while one of them is traveling
Yeah,
to get there.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
because you want to hit them all close to the same time at least, so that the guards at the other places aren't alerted to something going on. Some reinforcements.
Right.
I've got. Does Talon have?
Because we're not going to
arrow,
beat fucking 300
Or
guards.
does he have the ability to light them?
Yeah, everybody's got the opportunity to you know. It'll basically be an extra action.
Short bow. Okay, cool.
Whether or not he hits the wagon is another
Right,
story.
Yeah, what's he gonna hit? Like, is he gonna set himself on fire? Is he gonna miss? Is he gonna get that good hit?
It would
Like,
be an action to like prepare an arrow, like tie the rag around the tip and get it lit.
okay,
So
it takes 2 actions.
pretty much, yeah.
Gotcha.
So I guess we should observe the layout of the castles first and
Okay.
see, like, is it gated entries or is there like guards standing post at the walls of the castle? Or
It said you've at least got your sidekick, so like when I get to my tower, I've kind of got to
I might need a sidekick if I have to fight Sir Pennington.
yeah.
Cobain is a strong guy, but just through his, you know, everything that you know about this guy, he wasn't gonna. He's not here for anybody else. You know.
Yeah,
His as soon as he realized that Jenka
as that
existed,
staff.
he's like, oh shit, I need to be with this guy. I need to make sure this guy doesn't die.
Yeah, and you have the staff that he covets.
Yeah.
So
Hang on one.
can I set a javelin on fire? Can I have a
we should have bought some fucking healing potions or something. We tried to do this.
Well, with the long rest, we would have.
Yeah, if that's something that you want to do. Other than
I mean, I feel like we should all have at least one healing potion on deck.
what it really comes down to is y'all just can't really walk around the city.
Yeah.
You know, y'all are outsiders.
That wouldn't be something we could get from Donatello, would it?
Yeah, he could certainly help you out. That would be part of the process, or part of the preparation would be what do you need? If there's any supplies I could provide for you, you let me know.
Yeah, just at least 2 healing potions, like per. So we need 6.
And I could at least give you 1 each.
Okay, well that works. So everybody's got 1.
And so it's 4.
And
4 total.
with a full, at least a short rest.
Yeah. He says you find a room tonight. The ladies will be going home. We're going off later, and I'm sorry. He doesn't tell you to go find a room. There is a room here for you, and it is the room that the guards sleep in. It's sort of a barracks room. There's bunk beds. It'll do for your long rest. You're not imposing on any of these ladies. There's room for you.
Alright, well, since we're fed up, read up, and ready to
If
go.
that's what you needed was the healing potion?
Yeah.
You got 3 wagons loaded down with a good bit of gunpowder on each, and the locations of these places. Like I said, the one is a little further away. So who do you want to send off to that one? And
Cabane's got the one that's furthest away, don't it?
Well, Cabane's with you, so.
Oh, wait, I mean, Talon. Yeah, Talon.
Yeah.
that's the plan?
Yeah.
Okay. So you send Calvin off. You
Give him about an hour to reach his location.
Yeah, you're going to have to either come up with some sort of signal, whether it's just, hey, in an hour and a half, or you probably have some wizard shit, sending spells or communication spells.
I mean, that
Otherwise, you would just need to.
I think I have the spell light. Well, it's not one of my ready spells.
Attack when you see smoke. Like,
Yeah, that works. As soon as you see smoke, you know
that the first,
shit's going.
the first one went up. Like,
Yeah. That's
You probably hear a fucking powder keg blowing up all across town.
right. Actually, we just watched the Mythbusters on right before you came. It was the Gunpowder Trail, and put a fucking keg at the end and see what happens. That shit blows up.
yeah,
That was like, that's no cartoon bullshit. That shit blows the fuck up.
20 foot ring around it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I didn't suspect that it wouldn't, but
yeah, it blew up a lot bigger than what
it
you
blew the barrel apart.
Oh, yeah. All right, who wants to go first?
So just thinking about this, you're gonna blow up these buildings. They're still gonna. What's your plan for after the explosion? You know, because
people are
assuming
going to
that,
be running out of
yeah,
it.
I'm assuming that not everybody's gonna die in the blast. There's gonna be people trapped in the rubble, shit like that. But
We should have a place
also
to hide.
guards work in shifts, so not every guard's in the station.
Yeah, we should have somewhere to hide. Cabane should definitely fucking, or not Cabane, Talon should definitely fucking hide.
It's safe to assume that a third of the total guard force is always on shift.
All right. Well,
And whether that means,
They're not in the
paperwork at the barracks,
Right.
that's shift work. Work in the dungeon at the barracks, that's shift work. But some of that is on the streets watching, probably some undercover work, I'm sure. Patrol, stuff like that. And so,
what are the entrance to the castles look like?
I can give you a quick little image here.
So they can accept the barrel, accept the shipment of gunpowder.
That's a gate. Probably closed, isn't it?
Yes.
So they have to drink. They have to gain entrance to the castle.
They're all three pretty much identical. This is what you're trying to infiltrate. I don't really want to show the camera because I don't know whose artwork this is or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. So we gotta gain entrance to the castle. So we're gonna have to be on the wagon. Maybe it's like, hey, we got a shipment of black powder here for the.
Right.
So you've got four guard costumes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my wagon as the guard, like delivering it.
You should probably be wearing a fucking cloak or something so you don't look like a big ass orc.
Orc in their armor. Like,
I know we've talked about this before. It probably helps to understand at what level half orc are you. I know that you are visibly a half orc. People recognize that, but what does that mean about your skin color? Or your hair?
It's a olive green skin and red hair.
Okay.
And the facial features are a more human blend of orc.
A bit more human than
but physically, like body type is still
the big orc
like
guy. What about the tusks? What's your mouth looking like?
More
human?
Tusks are like kind of
maybe like some saber tooth level.
Like
hacked.
I'm trying to more like saber tooth kind of mandible, like at least down to Fu Manchu, like 2-3 inches, like.
Okay, so you would definitely need to
cover my face.
You would need to cover your face, and And it may just not be the best idea for you to try to do a charisma roll to prove that.
No, because
Just for a mechanics purpose, if you are going to ride the wagon through the gate, even though you're wearing a guard uniform, will give you it's advantage. You have advantage.
Noticeably bigger though. Like,
You're going to have to roll for charisma.
Right.
It'll be a harder roll for you.
I'm negative anyway.
Yeah. just persuasion of
Right.
you are a guard. I'm from the other one.
Right.
From the
I'm outside.
I'm from Southwest.
Yeah.
I'm from Southeast.
New
Sorry.
transfer.
Right.
Cobain has a higher charisma, so should I send him in with the wagon and fucking wait for him to be through the fucking castle walls and then
that
shoot a firebolt or something at it? Well, I guess I need to wait for him to get out of there too.
Yeah.
He needs to drop the wagon off.
You could also hide in the wagon.
Yeah. Can I can't misty step with Cobain, can I? Like if I'm touching him or something?
I assume no, but let me double check.
Yeah. How do I?
No, it's just you.
Come on, dice, be nice. That's all I can say. Because once I'm getting
Can we
up to this gate,
light fuses or something and just have it already fucking counting down from the time that we?
Yeah. So
That way we don't. That way, if we roll a 1 or something, and we're trying to ignite it.
You would need a plausible way for you to hide that there's a burning fuse in this wagon while you're going through the gate. Whether you're covering it up with something or.
Yeah, have it covered up and then just fucking show them a little bit of it when we're trying to get through the gate.
That shit goes quick.
Yeah. They don't try to have no long conversation with us.
Yeah.
all right.
He's like, no. You roll 1, your charisma check, you catch you standing out there. Eventually, you're just like, you got to run away. This shit's about to blow up.
I don't have to kill everyone. I just have to cause a big enough kind of disruption to I guess the response we would have. Because what I'm thinking, since I can't charisma my way through it, I could set the car to drift straight into it and kind of kamikaze the barracks and go that route, like
just an attack on them.
Yeah, just however many it claims, and then just kind of.
Is Pat strong enough to maybe hurl barrels over the walls?
I don't think he's that strong.
No, it would be a challenge, and there's a good possibility it would backfire.
You drop it on yourself.
Yeah.
Just be covered with gunpowder.
And just hit the wall and explode.
The iron band that held the barrel together sparked on the ground and you exploded.
Right. Like, how did Pat the Conqueror die? Well, he dropped a barrel of explosives on his head. Kind of went out in a blaze of glory.
I think we should experiment with Cobain.
Okay.
But he can go first. Yeah. See how it's going to go from his experience.
Cobain or Talon?
Talon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? How's his approach?
He's going to try and get in there with the wagon.
He's going to
try
to convince himself.
He's just here to drop off this wagon. Maybe light the fuse on his way out or something.
Short sword, short bow, and a dagger.
So he's wearing the guard uniform. When he approaches the gate, there will be 2 guards on foot standing outside. There'd be a couple more up on the wall or whatever, but 2 guards standing right out front. Long spear or pike in the ground, just standing guard outside the gate. As he approaches, that's what he sees, and they say, "Hey, hold up! What are you doing? What can we do you for?"
We've got a shipment. Some goods here.
Shipment of what?
Some black powder. Shipment of black powder.
You have your picking sheet or your picking list? You got anything for me to sign?
No, I don't think so. They didn't give us nothing.
Roll it persuasion.
18.
That's pretty odd. Yeah, they must be fucking up over there. You don't waste your time traveling across the city with a shipment without bringing a packing slip.
Especially not a shipment as valuable as black powder.
Black powder. What are you doing bringing black powder around?
They don't use black powder.
They'll be like,
Oh, that's for guns.
yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
I mean, food.
Actually, to be honest,
They ain't got cannons and
that's
shit
probably
like that.
probably not the most that. They don't have cannons. Like Goran was like the first gun.
Yeah.
So black powder would probably just be used for magical purposes, like certain spells would call for it,
Yeah.
certain brews, certain alchemy.
For the court wizard.
A lot of people would not see that as just like, oh, that's a bomb.
Yeah.
That is a wagon full of supplies for
The court wizard.
yeah, could be. But even then, even if they don't look at it as a destructive force, they reckon they respect it. That that's a large wagon, and that's got to be an expensive load. So they immediately start opening the gate and ushering you in. They said, we'll talk more inside. You need to get inside.
All
right. As you pull through, there would be quite a few guards out there training. There's a couple of them one-on-one, sword fighting. There's quite a few more in lines doing, doing their forms with their swords and weapons.
Are they closing the gate right back up behind them?
Yeah. That was the idea, like get the wagon in, get it protected, shut the gate, make sure nobody's trying to get this wagon.
Can he like drop a fuse and make a break for the gate?
Well, if your idea is, you're not going to swim, you're not going to hang out. You can speak up and go.
Definitely don't want to hang out. We're trying to blow this bitch up.
Yeah. So they're starting to shut the gate as you're looking at them.
All right. Well, he's going to give the horse a little, cause a distraction. Maybe toss if there's a fuse or something, light a fucking torch.
Yeah, you've worked out, if I put fire right here, this thing's going to blow in.
You can throw a torch.
10, 20 seconds, that's, up to you.
Yeah.
Or if you throw a torch, that's a bit more of a gamble as to how quick.
Yeah, he's going to set the torch down.
Like you prepared
a fucking the horses and fucking jump off and make a break for the gate.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. You high out the horse. There's fire on the back of it. It's moving forward to the guys that are training. They're out there sword fighting in one-on-one combat. They're not too focused. The guy who's closing the gate, is just focusing on closing the gate. The other guard has turned, to make. He's still outside the gate watching. The only one that is just like aware of what's happening are the guys on the wall. And as soon as this happens, they start hollering and roll me an initiative. We're going to just do a contested initiative to see if we get out the gate without a fight.
12.
I got a 1. So you, Indiana Jones, dive under this gate as it's coming down, and it's a heavy gate. So after it's like halfway down, you're not lowering it anymore. It's falling, and you're trying to slow the fall so the gears don't get fucked up and shit. And so the guy is trying to slow the descent of this gate just so it doesn't break when it hits the ground. And Talon just dives right through. And within a few seconds, you roll up, you're on your feet, there's an explosion behind you. you set your own path for gunpowder. Is that an accurate time frame for your explosion, or
Oh, yeah, that probably wouldn't take long, especially not with the torch.
like right as soon as you're outside that gate? It's
Yeah.
So now you're just running.
Yeah,
You're running to hide.
Yeah, he's running.
I need a athletics check, and I'm sorry. Give me a strength saving throw and a stealth check. The strength saving throw is the lead that's pumping through your legs as you are running as fast as you can.
13.
Nice. You've got some bonuses as well.
Go Talon. He's probably going to be the only one that sets this off without a hitch.
Right. He did really good.
Just go down.
He is running. He runs for his fucking life. Where is he running to? Is he running to the north gate, the other gate, another
he's looking
meetup
for
location?
He's looking for a hiding spot immediately.
Just trying to hide.
Mhm.
Okay, so roll me a stealth check.
11.
Nice. Talon is doing pretty good. You know, running, and you run until you don't think you can run anymore. Your legs feel like they're giving out. You dip into an alley. You feel like you've out of sight to catch a breath, and there is a man who steps out of the shower. This man, he's got a cloak on. He's coming out of a doorway. So you're in an alleyway, but there's a door into the alleyway. This man has just stepped out of the door, and he looks down at you, and that's it. That's where we'll leave town. Who would be next? Is that Pat?
Yeah.
Pat, what is your approach to this guard station?
Alright.
Alan did a pretty good job.
Right.
I don't think you will have the luck to get in.
Nope.
The dice could pull everybody wrong, though. That is why we play the game. That dice could convince that guy that you are perfectly human. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's got
Right.
big teeth. You're an asshole for bringing it up.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can try to pull the ruse.
Come on, man. I'm self-conscious about my looks.
I am gonna. Do I have any kind of like cloth or anything like in the wagon that I might be able to use?
It'd probably be like a tarp sort of cloth.
I'm not a driver for this thing, is there?
Nope.
Am I on the driver?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah.
And you would have your normal pack. I'm sure you've got, an extra pair of clothes or stuff like that with you.
I mean, I could put the cloak of. To put my Aquaman cloak on. Like.
There's no water here,
You
though.
might not look like a guard then, too.
No.
Yeah, you won't look like that's true.
Alright, so with the guard outfit on, driving the wagon up to it, guess, yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna roll an intimidation. For how this is gonna go. I'm gonna tell this guard.
Okay,
No,
so as you approach, it's very much the same situation where there are two guards
Right.
outside of this heavy gate that is shut. And they say, "What's your business?
Alright,
What are
yeah.
you doing here?"
I'm delivering goods. Let me in. You
Pack
see,
and slip.
they said I wouldn't need one. This is
Son, how long you worked here? You always need a fucking pack and slip.
Well, this is a special order from the court wizard. Needs it immediately.
Persuasion or deception?
Let us roll deception. Deception. 16.
So what's your cargo?
Not sure. He said he needed emergency. Like, he just loaded it up, said no questions.
You bring it to the court wizard. You don't bring it to the right spot if you bring it here.
Oh,
We can store it.
he said he was coming for it at this location. He said Southeast Tower.
The wizard's coming here.
Yes.
Open the gate. And they open the gate. I'm sorry. You asked if you have some cloth. I assume you covered your face,
Yeah.
like some Corona mask type
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
They open the gate. They pull you in, and
As I'm leaving,
they lead you in basically. They're
Right.
walking right beside you as you pull through, and they're either going to notice the second you hop out of this thing that you are obnoxiously large,
yeah.
or they're going to notice,
But I don't quite fit in this outfit.
yeah, or they're going to notice your skin color.
Yeah.
I think that they would notice your size as you hop down.
Well,
And they would say,
my intention is to basically do the same thing Talon did, not knowing that he would have done it. Now that I'm in, I'm gonna light a torch, throw it into the wagon, and haul ass. Like,
okay, let's do a contested initiative.
alright,
This is the gate coming down.
3.
20.
Shit.
You are locked in this place. The gate has trapped you in here.
And that thing is about to blow up.
And that
all
thing
right.
is about to blow up. You've got 3 guards that are
In front of me.
in front of you, around you, in between you, and the
And the wagon.
mechanism needed to open this gate.
Okay.
So, let's say the gate is here.
Uh-huh.
Your wagon is here. Yeah, this was your initiative. This is what you tried to make a break for. That rolled a 20. 3 guys just got right in your way. And Pat, let's see. Where's my scrap paper?
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
There.
All right. Guard 1 got a 20. What did you end up rolling? Was that a 3?
Oh, yes.
16, 15, and 3. We are in initiative. We are in battle.
All right.
This first guard. Pat just fucked up.
Yep.
Pat's gonna die.
And not.
I probably not. You got a lot of HP. Yeah. Live on YouTube. Is it break time? Pat, all 3 of these guys have rolled higher initiative than you.
Right.
And these guys are all going to 3 get an attack. You're going to get an attack.
All right.
And I have rolled a timer for when that's going to explode. But that is going to be a DM's timer that you are unaware of. You are in the thick of it,
Right.
and as far, all you know is that shit is burning.
Right.
We're gonna take a quick break.
All right. All right.
Get him, Pat.
So I've got my actions in combat. Does that count as one of my actions? And like, say I attack with the first one.
In your turn, you can take 2 full attack actions.
Right.
So basically, you have 2 attacks, a bonus action, your movement, and everybody else gets 1, attack action, which is the full action. But you get 2 full actions.
Right.
And then you also have an action surge, which gives you a third.
That's what I'm looking for. There you go.
That is a full attack action. It's not a bonus action.
I think I might be able to take all 3 of them out in one go if I use both actions and my bonus action. I just come on with the dice, man.
They roll super high on that damage.
I know.
All right.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Back. We've been streaming for 109 minutes.
Hit points. I need my hit points to go back up.
Yeah, so it's Yep. So that resets all your abilities and your hit points.
Yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. I should be OP enough to handle 3 guards. I'm gonna duck when this blast goes off, and hopefully somebody will take a shrapnel to the.
How many turns does he have until that blast goes off?
I don't know. The DM won't tell me. You're supposed to hope for the best.
That's right.
I've decided whenever Janka and Cabane approach, Janka's going to be on the wagon and Cabane's going to be on foot. He's going to try to just create small talk at the gate.
Okay. The first guard, rush forward. He's got the back of the, he's got his back to the gate. He's got a spear in his hand, and he says, "Stop right there!"
Oh no!
And fucking lunges it forward.
Oh.
18.
Oh my god! That's gonna
6 damage to you, sir.
Oh no!
The next guard is pretty much going to do the same thing. He's flanking you. He rolls for the damage. 19. 5 damage.
Okay.
Next one's going to do the same thing. 11 plus 3. That does not hit you, does it?
Nope. Gotta beat 18.
All right. So it's your turn. These guys are all speared up, trying to stab the shit out of you. 2 of them succeeded.
Alright, so I only need to use. Well. How.
Hey. Good.
To use.
That's about to die.
To use all 3 attacks, I would need to use Orcish Fury along with both attacks, right?
No, Orcish Fury is something else. So you get 2 attacks just every turn,
Right.
and then it's
Which one would I use?
Action Surge.
Action.
Gets you the 3rd one.
Okay. So let me do that.
So just do the first attack.
Alright.
You got a +7 to the roll.
Alright.
You got to beat a 16.
9.
You That's a 16.
Alright. 7.
So you're battle axing?
Let me go.
Because we'll just go ahead and roll damage for the first one that hit.
Okay, yeah. Let me melee with the battle axe.
Two-handed?
Yeah.
So it's a D10.
Zero.
So it's 10.
Cool.
So that's 14 damage that you do.
Alright.
Yeah,
The guy dies.
Sweet.
Like, you're just like one swing. I don't know how you want it. Where you hit him,
Straight across the middle,
like right in the ribs.
Cut
This
him
guy
in
just
half.
crumples over. He doesn't just like separate, but he's
Jumped over.
he's
Yeah.
folded over the wrong way.
Gotcha.
Your next one was a
7. Yes.
7 plus 7 is a 14, and that misses.
Okay.
So you swing and take a miss with this guy,
Alright.
and then you have your action surge for one more.
Alright. 10
That's a hit.
plus 7. We're going to.
So it's a D10. Or
D10.
if
Yeah,
you're
we'll-
still same
Yeah, we're
weapon.
gonna use the same one. We've already got it.
8 plus
4.
4, that's 12. I got a fucking dead too.
Alright.
yeah, Pat.
So
Now
you
might be a good time to hit the
3
dirt.
men stood before you. They all took a swing, and 2 of them hit you. You come through with your battle axe. You take 2 of them out, and there's one guy standing before you. He's gonna swing with his spear or poke with his spear. You got a 7. He misses. It's your turn.
I'm going to take my javelin as a melee, and I'm going to stab him in the face with a 2.
As your
Yes,
your javelin.
Yeah.
Okay, so you holstered your battle axe,
And
pull your javelin, you poke and you miss. You got another attack.
yeah. 18.
Nice. So you get him. Whether you get him in the chest or the neck or the face.
Yeah, with the pull and the miss. So yeah, one more right through the head.
That's a D6.
2.
So
Plus
that's
4.
6 damage. You get him pretty well. He doesn't fall, but you get him. And the rest of the scene that's going on here is that these guys who were training and fighting are disrupted by the horse that you know kicked over their way.
Right.
The guys on the walls, some of them are still focused on the outside,
Not paying
just their
attention.
job. There are other like doorways and windows to interior rooms of the castle that you would see people looking out at you. You'd see doors opening up, people starting to come out. But it is at that time when the wagon explodes.
Alright.
It does.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive out of the way as best I can, and
There's some
yeah.
dead bodies.
want to pull a body over me to block some of the incoming.
Agenda.
All right. They're approaching.
Horse and wagon.
Jake is on the wagon, and Talon next to it on foot. And they approach the gates. We're here with a delivery for Sir Pellington.
What do you have?
I don't know.
Pack and list.
No packing this. Personal delivery.
From who?
I don't know.
Who sent you?
The man.
Who's the man?
The man that delivers the stuff to Sir Pellington.
Roll a charisma check at disadvantage. I don't know.
I feel like you're talking. He's got higher charisma. A disadvantage. So that's a 6.
Okay, you got the +1. So this guy's like, what? You shouldn't be here.
Hey man, I was just told to deliver this to Sir Pellington. It's very important. What's your name? Your identification, so I can let you know tendering this delivery.
My name is Briggs, and I look forward to seeing you in my supervisor's office trying to explain the situation. Nobody comes through my gate without a packing it. You can't say who sent you.
The Baron sent me. Did a delivery for Sir Pellington.
That's what you meant by the man?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know that? He says, open the gates. And he says, call Sir Pellington.
Alright. Cabane's gonna.
He-
How are y'all doing today? They don't know. The Baron doesn't ever give us. He's just trying to make small talk. Baron
He's
doesn't.
also in guard uniform.
Yep. Baron doesn't ever give us packing lists when he gives us deliveries.
What unit are you from?
We're the Baron's personal guard.
It's not the uniform of the Baron's personal guard.
Well, I guess we're out of uniform today.
Laundry day?
Yeah, laundry day.
Roll another persuasion for talent. For Cobain.
17.
Nice. What are you trying to accomplish with your small dog?
He's just staying out of the way while Jacob is about to.
Okay, so there's two guards there. One of them escorted him in. The other one is presumably out there with you. There's the third guard, like Pat figured out, 3 at the gate. One of them just controls the up and down mechanism. So at this point, you're Cobain or Jenka is in. The gate would begin to start coming down unless
Jacob is gonna get the horse going. And can he like shoot a firebolt up enough, like to where it doesn't just go flying straight up? You know, it just goes up a little bit. And
fireball or
firebolt is a cantrip, so I won't have to roll to hit.
Okay.
You know, just kind of like a little.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Definitely not going to say no to that. But that the firebolt, you always have to roll to hit. Not because it's a cantrip or spell,
Because it's a projectile.
range. Yeah. You have a +6. You can certainly do that. I've imagined the firebolt just in my personal imagination.
Guys, I don't want to.
Kamehameha.
I don't want to just fire it at the wagon while he's that close
Trying to
to it.
put some arc on it.
Well, yeah, I don't want to fire it while he's that close to it. I want him to have enough time to fire it and then Misty Step before it blows up.
Oh, okay.
Misty Step is a bonus action, though, right?
I think so.
That he can do once a day. I mean, he wants to send the wagon like hurling towards the front door of the castle, though.
Misty Step is a bonus action. Firebolt is your action. You've got these horses going. You've got them going the direction you want on the inside of this gate.
Yeah. He just jumps up and lets the wagon keep going.
Just sort of jumps with his, bit of magic to do a sort of awesome levitate for a moment.
Yeah.
Firebolt up.
Yep. And then it comes down and just.
Right as he's gotten back far enough.
Mm-hmm.
Or
he's going to Misty Step as soon as he launches the firebolt.
So he launches it, Misty steps back before it comes down. Where are you trying to Misty Step to? Where are you trying to? Where's your landing?
Back next to the tower.
Back out of the gate?
Yep.
Okay.
He wants to give it enough time for the wagon to get to just about reach the castle.
Right. Your maneuver and your Misty Step, no roll. That works. Let's roll for your Witch Bolt. Make sure that it hits where you need to be, because you might just be outside of this gate, the wagon 5 feet away from a fire. And if you miss.
Just going to roll a 1.
You have a +6.
I guess I could. I would have to roll to hit if I used Fireball too, wouldn't I?
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't?
Nope. The wagon would need to make a dex save, which you cannot do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna launch a fireball. Like a firebolt.
Okay, so you're basically same thing in the air, wand out or staff out,
Yeah,
fireball right there, and Misty step out.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I wanted you to roll for something there. I guess nothing. That's,
Powerful wizard shit.
yeah, I mean, for real. Now you and Cobain are outside of this gate. What
Time
are you
to go,
doing?
buddy.
You're running.
Yep.
You use your Misty step.
Kind of pat the guard right there on the shoulder. Have a nice day, buddy.
Let's do let's do 2 strength saving throws or Constitution saving throws.
You need an athletics check, don't you think you get it? So
Yeah, that's what it is. It's athletics. I forgot what I used previously. It's athletics. I think it has a -1.
18.
Nice. Now,
Cobain.
yeah.
Cobain has +2 to strength. What would that be to athletics? +7 to athletics.
Yeah.
A 9.
still got away.
Yeah, both of you have sprinted the hell away from the scene of the crime, and in one fell swoop, y'all have successfully taken out quite a bit of these guards. If you strategically attacked the 3 guard barracks in the city, and just for your own peace of mind about the people that lost their life today, these guards, these city watch folks. There was a lot of people that left the position when this usurper came. There was a lot of people that contested his qualifications and stuff like that. But the guards that are still here are either well aware of the bullshit that they're complicit in, or some people around town have even suggested that they may be some sort of mind control, the way that they've seen them act. I say all that to say that these people do have families. People, a lot of people didn't come home today, but you shouldn't feel like
He doesn't want to run too far.
it's up to you how you feel about it.
He wants to run far enough to where he can still see the rubble.
The rubble.
He wants to see so Kevin can emerge if he emerges. He's not dead.
I think this is where we'll end it tonight. We'll jump back next time with Talon by himself in the alleyway with the dark figure. We will determine the fate of Pat the Conqueror in the rubble of his guard barracks, and find the fate of Sir Pellington and Jenka and Cobain in the next one.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. It was fun.
Hell yeah. I'll be here earlier next week. I won't have to take no DUI classes next week, so I can